Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg for pre-need funerals, burials, and cremation since 1975. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. John Marshall Brown, retired Sylacauga Home Depot associate for over 20 years, passed away at the age of 72. And graveside service will be held Friday at 2 o'clock from Evergreen Cemetery here in Sylacauga. John graduated from Sylacauga in 1967 and the University of West Alabama in 1973. The family requests no flowers, but memorials can be made to an organization of your choice. Acknowledgement should be mailed to 317 West Clay Street in Sylacauga, 35150. Reverend Bill Brown will officiate the service. Memorial service for Carolyn Patricia Dean, age 68, of Childersburg, will be held at 1 o'clock Saturday at West End Church of God in Talladega. Reverend Otis Graves officiating. Mrs. Dean died Monday at her residence. Graveside service for Mamie Calfee, age 88, of Sylacauga, will be Friday at 11 o'clock from Isabella United Methodist Church Cemetery in Maplesville. Mrs. Calfee died Tuesday, May 17th at UAB in Birmingham. Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Floyd Collins Jones, age 90, of Sylacauga, is today at 2 o'clock from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. Brother Roy Johnson officiating. Burial in the Highland Cemetery. Mr. Jones died May 16th at Sylacauga Health and Rehab. Visitation today prior to the service, 12 until 2 at the funeral home. Radley Smith Funeral Home directing. Wesley Conrad Cleveland, age 53, died Sunday, and he was very passionate. He was a passionate advocate for children and adults with disabilities, and essential in the development of supportive housing for the visually and hearing impaired, located on Presbyterian Home Campus in Talladega. Mrs. Rosemary Dolores Carter, age 88, of Pell City, died May 16th. In lieu of flowers, memorial contribution can be made to the Pell City First United Methodist Church, the Gideons International, or the Pell City Animal Shelter. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. The family will receive friends Friday 1 until 2 o'clock at Ursery Funeral Home in Pell City, followed by a funeral service at 2, also at Ursery Funeral Home, with Pastor Arthur Harrison officiating interment in the St. Clair Memorial Gardens. Ursery Funeral Home, Pell City, in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Sarah Brooks Harrell, age 66, is today at 3 o'clock from Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home. Burial in the Midway Memory Gardens Cemetery. Mrs. Harrell died May 14th at Citizens BMC in Talladega. Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home directing. Funeral service 2 o'clock Friday at Munford Baptist Church for Mr. Bobby Fuller, age 89, of Munford. He passed away on Tuesday, May the 17th. Reverend John Harris will officiate the service. Burial in the Forest Cemetery in Anniston. Crestwood Funeral Home in Gadsden in charge of the arrangements. Mr. Fuller was a native of Munford and a Korean War veteran. The family requests memorials be made in lieu of flowers to Munford Veterans Park. The family will receive friends at the church, Munford Baptist Church, on Friday from 12:30 until service time. That is a look at obituaries this morning, brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Pre-need to at-need funeral services, funerals, burials, and cremation since 1975. 2 locations to serve you. Sylacauga, Childersburg, 256-245-4361. That's Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.